Alright, so let's reset the gel trip meter. Trip A we can get rid of, and trip B 345 kilometers to a tank. Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, that was a first. Well, not a first, but first for a long time. Snuffing the bike on takeoff. That'll teach me for rolling into the servo in second and not changing gears back down. It's a bit of a dull, overcast morning this morning, but it's only 7:10, and the reason why I'm out at this time of the day is because it's predicted to get to 39 today, and in Australia that means that's Celsius, so that's about 111, 112 Fahrenheit, I think. Whatever it is, it's bloody hot. So I wanted to go for a ride for a couple of hours, so I'm going to do it early. This is a great little speed trap along here at 60 kilometers an hour, which you can barely do on a dual lane highway. Why is beyond me. But it's still 60 all the way along here. Still 60. They've even got an overtaking lane, still 60, and then we get to here where it's 100. And I've just realised I forgot to put my earplugs in, so this is going to be a bit noisier than normal. Especially at about 100, it's not too bad up to 100, but then once you get up to about here, 110, it's pretty noisy. The helmet I have is called a Kabuto Aero Blade 3, and I really like it. I like the peripheral vision you have in it. I like the visors that come with it. I like the comfort. I like the fit. And it's one of the few manufacturers that make a 2XL, which I seem to need. An XL, I can put an XL on, but man, after about half an hour it's killing me. A 2XL is just right. Okay, where are you going, baby? Ivan Lane. So, the only thing, I suppose really the only thing that I don't like about this helmet is I think it's noisy, and I don't know why. The visor goes all the way down, clicks into place. The wind noise, like it's not coming up under the seems to be like if I tilt my head to one side and rest the helmet on my shoulder, it stops the wind noise on that side. I don't know whether that's just because I'm compressing like my ear against the padding. It might be, but whether I'm blocking the air going in underneath the helmet. Do with the vents, it doesn't seem to affect the wind noise, so I don't know. It's not the most expensive helmet in the world. I think it was like $290, somewhere thereabouts, but it's been comfortable. I've had it for probably 2 years now. One thing I did want to talk about today is the Bluetooth communications on bikes. I don't know. I think we can do a lot better than what we've got. What I have at the moment, and what I've always had, I've had Cenas, and I have a Cena 20S at the moment. Now, for things like, you can see that I've got my iPhone plugged in there. It's got GPS on it, Google Maps. It's got music. Ooh, that was a kidney buster, that one. So for that sort of thing, like it's really good. You can listen to music. GPS directions, no problem. Hear them, very clear. Except when, pardon me, when you're doing about 100 kilometers an hour. Anything under 100, the sound is really clear. Anything over 100, you might as well just forget about it, because it's all it is a blur of wind noise. But anyway, the intercom I found, I paired this with a Cena SMH10, which is the model previous to this. And up to 40-50 kilometers an hour, within 200 or 300 meters of each other, no problem. intercom works fine. Once you get out of a couple of 100 meters, and I have the antenna up, the antenna doesn't seem to make much difference. Anything outside that 200 or 300 meters, all you hear is just static. And anything over about 80, even when you're really close together, you can't hear anything. It's just garble. So I just don't know what the deal is with the sceners. Although maybe it's just mine, I don't know, because I have an issue where I turn it on, I'd say 3 to 4 times out of 5, when I go to turn it on, I get a blue light on the side, just a static blue light, not flashing, and it will not respond to any resets, no button resets, nothing. It won't respond to anything at all. So I have to look around for something to poke in the hole to hard reset it. I've put it back to factory. I've updated the firmware. I've put it back to factory settings a number of times. I've reset it dozens of times with the button. I don't know whether mine's a dud. Everyone else that I know that has seen her are all really happy with it. So I don't know. Maybe it's me. Shouldn't be running around off a lead, puppy. This is the little township of Fernvale. Just up the road here is the turn off to the mountains. Well, we call them mountains. They're not really mountains. There's Mount Glorious and Mount Nebo. Are about 40 kilometers, I guess, 25 miles. And the majority of that is twisty roads, and of course pretty steep going up and pretty steep coming down. But they're not mountains as in, you know, the guys in the States or in Europe have. I don't know what the elevation would be, but it'd only be a few thousand feet, I'd imagine. I don't know whether the camera even picks up. Right, that's them over there in the clouds at the back. So, where we're going to this morning is a place called Cormorant Bay, which is just up the road here, probably only about another 5 minutes. And it's it's sort of like a rest area, or a picnic place, family days place on the Lake Wyvern home. which is really pretty. I'll leave the camera on when I arrive. I'll leave the camera on so you get a bit of an idea, a bit of a look around. I've got to tell you, it's quite nice for a day that's going to be getting up to 39 degrees. It's probably about 70 now, which is about 21. And it's really pleasant. Maybe if the cloud cover stays, it might not get as hot. So I did doing some irrigation, these crops. I changed the microphone. I even, with the Sena 20S, I even went and bought, I changed the microphone from the wired microphone back to the boom microphone. I thought that might help. Didn't seem to help much. And I even got on eBay and bought a couple more wired microphones just to try different things. It's really annoying when you buy something that you think that you're told is the top of the line and really really effective. When it doesn't work, it's annoying, and there's not a lot of feedback. Like there's nothing. I've done a lot of searching on the internet. See if a lot of other people have this issue, and there's not a lot I can find, and I just don't know whether it's the wind noise and it's stopping it from working. It's an enigma. Anyway, we're coming up to Cormorant Bay here, which is on the right. Really need to clean this visor. It is disgusting. It's a kiosk, picnic area, playground. What's the time? 7:30? There'll probably be many people around now. And today is Tuesday, I think it's the 16th, 17th of February, and the cafe doesn't open on a Monday or Tuesday, amazingly enough. Wonder if park here? Why not? So that's all the playground and, you know, picnic tables and stuff. Oh, I tell you, with this bike, you need to turn it off if you're going to be stopped for more than 5 minutes, because the battery just goes flat. Oh, it's done it twice to me so far. How do you like my new tag? FA18F. Remove before flight.